Welcome to DevLog 2 for our 9th Circle Tower Defense. We've rebuilt it in a cleaner file, so you'll see our content is a lot nicer, organized and more efficient. We use less casting and more interfaces, and we've added a few extra things. They're not quite implemented yet, but we've started outlining them. We've also got we've still got some starter content. We'll get rid of that once we replace them with other assets. That's pretty much just our environment, our sky, and all of our little testing assets here. As you can see, it plays pretty much the same. Test level. We've fixed our tower aiming, so they actually hit things now, sometimes, more often than not. We've got floating damage text, which is kind of cool. But, as you can see, everything works a little smoother. The waves are implemented a little better. Victory conditions are met. When you follow through, we've got widget switches for our last stage here. So this menu is context sensitive now, depending on whether or not you win or you lose. Yeah, so that pretty much sums up what it is. And it's a bit more like a clean file. Everything is built in. As you can see, we use interfaces now for a lot of these things. We'll tidy them up into functions a little bit later. But an interesting thing that we have built here is we've started to implement our status effects. None of them are applied yet, but as you can see, we've got a lot of different ones here. And these are all different things that we're going to implement. We've got different damage types. These aren't the damage types themselves, but just some of the things that they can have. So our mechanical turrets will focus mostly on pierce and impact, which will help us to achieve a few different things here, like stuns. But hopefully it gives everyone lots of different ways for them to play, and lots of different things they can try out, and find something that they are interested in, and that will work for them. The descriptions here for most of them, some of them are a little bit long, but following on from this, we're hoping potentially, as a bit of a stretch goal, that we can put some weather effects in that will sort of apply these or make them a bit easier or harder, depending on what's what. It might be a bit hard to set fire to things in the rain, etc. Yeah, so that's the current state of things. It's only a little one today. We are starting to work on the actual environment for our first set of levels. It's coming along, but we'll have more on that next week, hopefully, when it is a little further along and you've got a bit more interesting things to look at. But that's the state of it. So moving forward, we will be working on getting our first set of areas done, I suppose, set of levels that are built within one area. So our first stage will be complete, and then we will start looking at swapping in some actual assets for towers, enemies, and then building out some more functionality. But yeah, till next week, thank you, and we'll keep going.